Okay, I was going to share a little bit of the book of Romans out of the new King James Version Bible Schofield Study Edition. This book is so powerful that I thought, well, for my very first Christian themed YouTube presentation, I would read this chapter to you guys out there. And nothing fancy here, no big backdrop, just me, Dwight Lilly, reading from the Bible here and giving some thoughts on it. So we'll see how this goes. And if it comes out okay, then I'll do another one and another one and another one. If I have to adjust lighting, which I probably have to do, I'll do that. So let's go here. The title of this is The Spirit Delivers from the Old Nature, Producing Righteousness. Chapter 8. There is therefore now no condemnation to those who are in Christ Jesus. No condemnation. Who do not walk according to the flesh, but according to the Spirit. For the law of the Spirit of life in Christ Jesus has made me free from the law of sin and death. For what the law could not do, in that it was weak through the flesh, God did by sending his own Son in the likeness of sinful flesh on account of sin. He condemned sin in the flesh, that the righteous requirement of the law might be fulfilled. And all who do not walk according to the flesh, but according to the Spirit. It's impossible for you and I to save ourselves without having been saved by Jesus Christ. We cannot, because of our sinful nature, overcome sin in our life. It's only through the Spirit that the sin can be overcome. So going on. For those who live according to the flesh set their minds on the things of the flesh. But those who live according to the Spirit, the things of the Spirit. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. Because the carnal mind is in enmity against God, for it is not subject to the law of God, nor indeed can be. So when those who are in the flesh cannot please God, but you are not in the flesh, but in the Spirit. If indeed the Spirit of God dwells in you, now if anyone does not have the Spirit of Christ, he is not his. And if Christ is in you, the body is dead because of sin, but the Spirit is life because of righteousness. But if the Spirit of him who raised Jesus from the dead dwells in you, he who raised Christ from the dead will also give life to your mortal bodies through his Spirit who dwells in you. Therefore, brethren, we are debtors not to the flesh, to live according to the flesh. For if you live according to the flesh, you will die. But if by the Spirit you put to death the deeds of the body, you will live. For as many as are led by the Spirit of God, these are the sons of God. For you did not receive the spirit of bondage, again, to fear, but you received the spirit of adoption, by whom we cry out, Abba, Father. The Spirit himself bears witness with our spirit that we are children of God. And if children, then there's heirs of God, and joint heirs with Christ, if indeed we suffer with him, that we may also be glorified together. I'm going to stop right there. That is so powerful. Reading through the Bible, I have to stop and think about it, how powerful the opportunity is through Jesus Christ and being saved. So I'm going to end this stream now, and I urge you to take a look at chapter 8 of the book of Romans and read it, and then reread it, and then ponder on it. because the difference between living in sin, living in the flesh, and living in spirit, in righteousness, is the difference between spiritual life and death. The wages of sin are death. You don't want that. So you guys have a great day.